Drawing units are a critical aspect of initially setting up any drawing or project, because the drawing units determine the values, the number of decimal places, how angles are measured, and their accuracy as you work on the drawing. From the application menu, here in the upper left corner, I'm going to click on the big red A, and then come down and choose Drawing Utilities, Units, to display the Drawing Units dialog. You can change the units at any time while you're working on a project, but typically the units are set when you first start the drawing. There are 5 types of length units to choose from. Architectural and engineering actually have a unit value associated with them. They display in feet and inches. Feet and fractional inches for architectural, and feet and decimal inches for engineering. Decimal, fractional, and scientific do not have a unit value associated with them, so you can use these to represent any type of units that you wish. The selections in the insertion scale list only affect the insertion of blocks. It is used to help identify the type of units when inserting blocks and drawings that come into the current drawing from another drawing, to help scale those blocks appropriately. The drawing precision controls the number of decimal places or the fractional precision that you will see in the lower left corner of the status bar, and also adjacent to the cursor when dynamic input is enabled. Notice that down here on the status bar, we currently see just 4 decimal places. This is just for display purposes. This doesn't affect the drawing accuracy. The program always calculates and is accurate to 14 decimal places. In addition to the type of units you use to display and calculate length, you can also control the type of units used for angle measurements. Notice that there are 5 different types of angle measurement you can choose, including surveyor's units. Once you've chosen the type of angle measurement you're going to use, you can also choose the precision. Again, this only affects the display of angles, not the accuracy with which the program calculates angles. The other thing you have to consider is whether you want angles to be measured in a clockwise or counterclockwise direction. By default, angles increase in a counterclockwise direction. You can also specify the direction of the zero angle. By default, the zero angle direction is set to the east or 3 o'clock. If you click the Direction button, the program displays the Direction Control dialog. You can then select a different direction for the zero angle. You can set it to any of the 4 cardinal points, or you can select Other and then type in a value, or click this Pick button and then select 2 points on the screen to graphically define the angle. Unless you have a specific reason to change these defaults, you should leave the direction set to east, and make sure that this checkbox is not selected so that the program continues to measure angles in a counterclockwise direction. Once you have set your drawing units, click OK to close the Drawing Units dialog. Any changes you may have made will now appear when you create or modify geometry. Changes to the units display will also appear down here in the status bar. Notice now the coordinates display just 3 decimal places instead of 4, because that's the change I made in the dialog box.